Hey y'all, if you don't know me, my name is Jamarius Lee Park. I am a singer, I'm a songwriter, I am a creative of all kind. I am an artist, I love to sing. But more than anything, I am somebody who likes to activate, resonate, and motivate people through my music, through my art, through my visuals, through my books, through whatever. I am just that. Um, so yeah. I also released a song called Forever the 6th of this month. And it's about love. It's about vulnerability. It's about the fear of doing those things and all the things in between. So go and watch that. Go listen to that. Sorry. But also, I just dropped a YouTube video 2 days ago about my alphabet story. And if you don't know what that means, go watch that video. It's good, I promise. But today, this is totally different. I want to talk to everybody who is like a dreamer, somebody who dreams big. You have these big dreams, these big goals. You have all of these things that you want to do in your life, and some way you feel like it's just not enough. All of the work that you are doing is just not enough. I want to talk to you, okay? But before we get into that, I want to say please like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody who you may feel like need it, because I want to talk to all of us. Whether you are a business owner, whether you are an artist, a musician, a creative, a painter, whatever you are, I want to talk to you, okay? And let's have a conversation in the comments, because maybe I didn't say something, or I said something that you like or you didn't like, whatever. But I want to talk to all of the people who are like big dreamers, people who know that your life is not meant to be mediocre. And I'm not talking about you saw somebody else do it and you're like, oh, I want to do that. I'm talking about genuinely, you know for a fact that you are supposed to be doing something so significant in the world. I want to talk to you really quick. There's this point, right, where it seems like everything slows down and it feels like you are in like this jail cell or this waiting pattern or this, like it just feels like you're just stuck. And if I can be quite honest with you, I have been in that space for a little while where it just feels like I'm creating and everything, although I'm seeing results and although I'm seeing a lot of traction, a lot of good feedback, a lot of reviews and all of that, it's just like something isn't moving the way that I want it to move. Let me tell you something really quick. Stop trying to rush the process. Stop trying to rush into the next best thing, the next big thing. Y'all remember that show? And it was called The Next Big Thing or The Next Best Thing or something like that. And they had these people who would come and they would compete on the show. And whoever won the contest or won the show was the next big thing. A lot of those people, and this is no tea, no shade to nobody. A lot of those people on that show, you know what I mean? But I'm saying that because sometimes we get in the rat race of trying to be the next best thing, trying to do the next best thing, trying to be the next superstar. But what we don't realize is most of the people that we are trying to compete with have worked 10, 15, 20, 30 years to get to where they are now. You know? And you are not bad, you are not failing, you are not behind simply because you are working something that other people have had years to surpass you. And I'm not saying, and just because they surpassed you does not mean that they're better than you or they're worse than you. It just simply means they had 10 more years than you to work on this. This just simply means they've had a little bit more time. They've had a bigger team. They've had a bigger budget, more resources to get to where they are. Not saying that you won't get there. It just means that it's going to take a little longer. But in that taking a little longer, this is when you really find out who you are, what you want. This is the moment for you to actually sit back and rest, relax, and like reflect. Is this really the life that I want? Is this really the thing that I want to do? If it is, there is nothing in this world that's going to make you want to stop. As much as you, every day you may wake up and you may say, I quit. I'm not doing this anymore. There's something that's going to say, actually, I can't quit. Because if I quit, it's not going to be good. It's not, my life is not going to be what I want. But then there is something somewhere where if you just keep going, like God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is going to reward you for keep going, for keeping the pace, keeping yourself going. And every day your keep going is going to look different. Some days you may just be only able to write out the ideas in your head and that's all. Some days you may just have to just lay in your bed and reflect. Some days you don't have it, and that's okay. But that doesn't mean you stop. That just means you work harder to do whatever you can do so that you can do what you want to do in the future. Now, let's pump the brakes, stop the car, and get out real quick. A lot of times we don't understand how important it is to not only be good stewards and good workers over the talent and the gift that God has given us, but also to have a good community. Like, even if it's just one or two other people who you can go to, you can call, you can say, hey, I'm feeling stuck right now. Can I just talk to you? Hey, creative to creative, this is what's happening. Or, hey, college student to college student, this is what's happening. Or, hey, braider to braider, whatever your profession is, this is what is happening in my life. Can I just vent to you because you will understand it? With all that being said, stop venting to people who don't understand what you're doing. There are some people who will never understand your life as a creative. Now, this is where I'm specifically talking to creatives. There are people in your life who are never going to understand what you do, who you are, and how you maneuver through this world as a creative. Because us as creatives, there are some things that, and everybody's journey is different. I'm going to always say that. I'm going to always put that out there. Everybody's journey is different. There are some creatives who are meant to be like the logistical creatives who were placed to do the business side, the logistics side, creative director, creative manager, all of that. Then there are some people who are meant to just be the creative, the singer, the actor, the dancer, the social media influencer, the YouTuber, whatever it is. There are some people who are meant to do that, just being creative. Then there are some people who are meant to do both. Well, I like to say that I'm meant to do both. But there are some people who are meant to do both. And when you are in that space, you understand that a lot of 9-to-5 jobs are not going to be for you. Not because you don't want to work, because actually when you are a creative or a person who is like working for yourself, it's a lot more work because you don't have anybody to fall back on. You don't have anybody to ask for help. It's you. It's you. And you may have like a manager, depending on where you are in your career. You may have a manager. You may have, a friend or a colleague that you can go to. But you don't have a team of people that you can go to and say, hey, this is what is happening. But you have to really understand how important it is to be okay with people misunderstanding your journey. This is the moment where and we're still talking about like the waiting season, the transition season, like going over the bridge type of season. This is where you are going to be the most mishandled, the most misunderstood, and the most misconceived, because a lot of people will not understand that season of your life. Most people love you, they like you, they appreciate you when you are, what's the word I'm looking for? Producing a lot, when you are productive, when you are executing all of your ideas and you are on top of the world. But as soon as it gets to that point to where you're not really doing that much, or you are doing a lot behind the scenes, but you're not really posting as much as you used to. You're not putting out music. You're not putting out art. You're not outwardly working as much as you used to. A lot of people look at it as if, oh, you're not doing the work, or you're not. No, that's when the real work happens. And so for me, I've been in this space where inwardly a lot of stuff has been changing. Um, and like I know that this is the life that I'm supposed to live. Because there have been so many things that have happened in my life over the past 3.5, 4 years that if this wasn't the life that I was supposed to live, I would have been quit. I would have been said, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to go after this anymore. But because this is what I really desire and this is what I really want, everything that has come my way has always been like something that has given me experience or educated me on, okay, well, this is what I should do next, or maybe I shouldn't do that next. But I've been learning, and while you are learning and while you are growing and while you are becoming a new person and while you are changing and evolving, there are a lot of things that you don't really, like, you don't see the growth until you look back and you say, whoa. Like Cynthia Erivo. Whoa, that I didn't know I was doing that, and it makes you proud of yourself. This is the moment to all of my creatives who are in that weird holding phase, or that weird, you're not fully taking off yet, but you're like how before when you get on the plane and you're about to take off and the plane, it seems like the plane is like moving backwards, but they're trying to get on the right track. That's what it feels like. Like, it legit feels like you're going backwards, but actually you're not going backwards. You're just getting on the right track so that you can take off. And so when it feels like you're going backwards, and then you slowly see like movement go forward, that is the moment where I remember somebody telling me one time, before you take off, this is what you always should do. Put your feet flat on the plane's floor. Brace yourself, not for turbulence or for something to go wrong. Brace yourself for the takeoff. This is the moment where you are meant to brace yourself for the takeoff. How do you brace yourself? You ground yourself. If you are a singer and you say, I want to perform live and I want to have great live shows, or I want to be a person who is very like out there, you need to be, in this moment, you need to be working on your brand image. That's how you brace for takeoff. You need to be exercising, even if it's just walking or running or a 15-minute gym day. You need to be doing it so that you can get in shape and be in shape for when those live shows or those festivals or whatever call you. You need to be in shape so that you can do a 30, 45-minute, an hour show without you being out of breath. You need to be looking at places or agencies or management companies who are willing to take you so that you can have somebody who doesn't mind telling you what you need to do with your brand. You need to be researching, even if it's just, again, I said this one time before, taking hours out of your day and watching documentaries of the life that you want to live. So if you want to be a singer, you need to be watching Michael Jackson documentaries, not the ones with all the drama, but like with him becoming the artist. You need to be watching the Prince documentaries, the James Brown or Freddie Mercury or whoever you like. You need to be watching those documentaries so that you are able to see this is how they became who they are. What can I take from that so that I can become who I need to become? You need to be working on your brand image. What do I want people to, when people see me, what do I want them to feel? When people see me, what do I want them to see? You need to be working on that. And all of that is not going to come overnight. No, you have to just continue to work at it. And this is what I'm learning as I am in this bracing for takeoff moment. You have to be okay with doing it the way that you know is going to yield results. You cannot keep being mediocre in your day-to-day life and thinking that it's going to work. You know, like if you know that right now social media is the media, the mogul of all moguls in media. You need to be like posting something. You have to be consistent, and consistency doesn't mean posting mediocre content every day. No. Consistency means posting good content, great content, even if it's just every other day, or every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or every Monday and Friday, or every Tuesday and Thursday, whatever, like posting good content that people want to see. Whatever it is, you have to brace yourself for the takeoff. But more importantly, you have to ground yourself. You have to believe that you are deserving to receive more. That is the biggest thing. A lot of people don't do all of the latter because they don't deserve that they don't feel like they deserve to have more. They don't feel like they deserve to have a better life or to have a better whatever. And because of that, a lot of people live in this weird state of like, I'm just going to do just enough. I'm going to do and don't do that. Don't do just enough. This is not a season to do just enough. This is the season to do all that you can with what you got. What do you have right now that you could use that will help you get to the next level? What do you have right now that you could utilize that will help you get to where you want to be in your life? That is what you are supposed to be using. And sometimes God will even like have a lot of stuff go awry so that you could realize it's nothing outside of me that could give me what I want. Everything I need is right here. Not in my boobies, in my heart. Everything I need is right here. Everything. Everything I need is right here. Not my stomach, my spirit, my soul. Like everything I need is here. I don't have to look outside of me for anything. Everything I need is here. But you have to be so connected with yourself. And that's one of the reasons why I love art. Art helps you connect with yourself. Art helps you see yourself from a new space. Like, I didn't know a lot of stuff about me as far as like the things that I liked, the things that I didn't like, the desires that I had, the things that I wanted to do, or the things that I wanted to experience in this lifetime, until I started creating art. And like there were so many things that I was writing to so many records, and I was like, yo, I didn't know that I wanted this. I didn't know that this is what I desired. But it wasn't until I started creating the art and I started allowing the art to manifest within me that I was like, okay, yeah. And so art helps me, helps the artist, but it also helps the audience like activate some things that they didn't know that they had in them. Have you ever listened to a song or like watched a video or watched a movie and like something in you just felt different after you listened to it? Like you danced a little different, or you felt a little different, or after you watched the movie, like there was some type of motivation that you had that was just like, yo, I didn't know I had that in me. That's what art is supposed to do. Art is supposed to activate a side of you that you did not know that you had in you. That's why it is important to know what type of art you're listening to, because a lot of art could activate a side in you that you don't really like. You know, depending on what type of art you listen to. We can get into that, but I don't really want to get into that right now because. But like, art can activate a side in you that you don't know or that you didn't know that you had. But it also can enhance the versions and the parts of you that you did know that you had, to like make you be more confident and comfortable in those parts of you. So that's why art is important. So to every artist out there, because I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to talk to all of my artists out there to let you know that you're doing the right thing. You're right where you need to be. And if you're working and if you're grinding and if you are really putting in the work, and sometimes it's going to look different. Put your blinders on and say, hey, this is what I am doing. This is what I am working on. This is what I am moving toward. And I need to move toward that and that only. You need to be so engulfed in your work that nothing or nobody else can stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? But if you are that artist, your work is needed. Everybody is not going to be a global superstar. Some people may only be a person who your music may hit just your community. Those are the people that need to be listening to your music. Be okay with that. There are some people who are meant to be global superstars and global sensations. Work like you are a global sensation. How do you work like that? Every day, you put it in your mind, I know I'm meant to be something more than this. And even if it's just one action, recording a YouTube video, writing down your thoughts, recording a song, writing a song, or reaching out to somebody, reaching out to a festival, reaching out to people and saying, hey, I'm here. Let people know that you are here. No more hiding. No more I'm getting ready. No more I'm almost there. No more I'm still working on. Stop waiting for other people to come and give you the answers to the test. You need to put your eyes on your test, on your own quiz, and you need to just put in the answers. And guess what? You may get a 40% on the quiz the first time. That's okay. You may get a 30% on the second time. That's okay. But if you keep retaking that test, or if you keep taking that test, or even if you study and you make sure that you know what you are supposed to be doing, not what somebody else is doing, but what you are supposed to be doing. If you know that and you say, hey, this time when I take this test, I'm going to get 100%. When you get that 100%, you're going to know that it was nothing but your mind, your heart, and your soul that not gave you the answers, but awakened the answers within you. Nothing gives you the answers, because the answers are already in you. You don't have to get answers from anybody. All you have to do is just connect with yourself and allow yourself the opportunity to be vulnerable with yourself. Because if you're not vulnerable with yourself, you can't be vulnerable with anybody else. Okay? And that means loving yourself in every phase of life that you're in. Because a lot of us love ourselves, and we love looking in the mirror and saying, oh, I'm that girl, I'm that boy, when everything is right, the money in the bank, we really ain't got no worries, our music is doing good, our art is doing good, our videos are doing well, we're getting traction, everybody is saying, hey, I love you, hey, I love you, hey, I love you. But then when it's quiet and things are not as hype as they were, and sales might be down a little bit, traction might be a little low, music not streaming like it used to be, people not calling you or texting you like they used to, we might get a little hard on ourselves. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Every artist has a phase in their life. And even if you don't think that every artist has a phase in their life, every artist has a phase in their life where things are doing great, everything is going well, and when things are not doing as great and nothing is going as well. Whether that is artistically or whether that is like personally, every artist. So my advice, or if you don't remember anything else that I said on this video, remember this: you are an artist for a reason, and that desire within you that just won't go away, even after you prayed and said, God, if it's not for me, take it away. God, if this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, give me another desire, give me something else. And you still have that desire, you are meant to be there for a reason. So stay in the race, keep doing what you're doing, and one day you're going to be on top, and you're going to remember that little black boy with that afro and this I ain't afraid of no ghost bow told me to keep going. Okay? All right. I love y'all. Again, make sure that you go stream my new song Forever on all digital streaming platforms. Go watch my last YouTube video on my page. All of my social media links will be in the description box. I will even put in the music Forever in the description box. And it again, like, comment, subscribe. If you are an artist of any kind, put in the comments what you do, how we can follow you, all of that, because it's time for us to just like do it. Don't be afraid. Do it. If you feel like you want to go and email Beyonce and say, hey girl, I'm here, email her. Even if she don't respond back, who's to say that somebody on her team hasn't seen you? If you want to go email Lizzo or SZA and say, hey girl, listen to my music, who's to say that nobody on their team is listening to your stuff? Stop being scared and do it. Stop. You will never know the outcome of anything unless you do it. Okay? Okay. I love y'all. Again, bye. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and let people know that I'm here, that you're here, that we're here, and we're meant to just be better and do better, okay? All right. I love y'all for real. I'm going to go. Bye. Bye.